Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture, and we're finally at the end of 2020. When 2020 came out with a lot of movies, a lot of shows, a lot of songs, great songs, and a lot of great albums. So I thought, in this near the end of the year, I decided to do my top best songs of 2020. So these are not in any type of order. I'm just listing a good handful of them, and then I'm going to post them also onto my story on my Instagram. So if you're looking for that, just look inside the description below, and you'll find it, and you'll see all those songs on my Instagram, so you can hear it, you can see what it's like, and so like that. And this video is specifically for me to go into more detail about them, just talk about why I like them and everything. And blatantly, to be honest, I do not know how to put them into the video, so we're gonna do it this way until I figure it out. But with no further ado, let's just start getting to it. So the first song that I really loved this year was "Take Yourself Home" by Troye Sivan, and this song came into his EP called "Any Dream." Now, I really love that. I really loved that EP. I thought it was going to be an album, but this just shows that there's more. This is a taste of what's going to come later on, so I'm really excited to see what happens with them. This song specifically, the reason I like it is because of the sound, and I feel like he always brings different sounds every single time. Even if it does sound similar to the other song, it just doesn't in the same time. It picks up with its own little stank to it, and I love this song because it gives you that kind of moodiness and talks a lot about kind of just tired of this whole situation that we're in, and I love it. I love it, and it goes very moody throughout the whole thing, and then at the very end, it just does this complete switch up where it places an electronic ending, and it sounds really nice, and it's definitely something that Troye has not done before. So I already know for sure that he's just elevating higher to the next level, and I'm really excited to see what else he's going to give. Really excited. The next one I really like is "Blinding Lights" by The Weeknd off of his album, off of his After Hours album. The Weeknd and I have a complicated relationship. I do like his sound. I just don't like what he's talking about. He has so much fuckboy energy in a majority of his career, pretty much, and so a lot of his songs are pretty much just like, I'm a mess, but you love me, so I'm gonna keep you, kind of thing. And I adore the honesty. I adore the vulnerability, I guess. But I feel like this album I really love, and I really hate it. I didn't really care for the message, but at the same time, I do love the fact that he was ballsy enough to kind of break it down in that way to kind of give us more of a sympathetic direction towards him. There's not really much on my side, but it's definitely, I do appreciate it. And this song, it sounds so great, has a great 80s sound, and I love it. The beginning of it is just, you're completely on for a ride, and it reminds me of driving down a dark highway, with futuristic neon lights kind of thing. For some reason, that's what I visualize when I hear it. I really love it, and I love his voice in it. It's great. The next song I really like is Maldad by Stevie Aoki featuring Maluma. This is off of his recent album called Neon Future 4. I follow Stevie Aoki a lot. I love all his stuff. Pretty much everything he's thrown out, I've been very into. But this one right here really gave me a lot. I love the reggaeton kind of feeling to it. At the same time, it has this weird kind of Bollywood direction too that I really like. And Maluma just pisses on the whole song, and just sounds so effortlessly. And it just makes you want to dance. It makes you want to move. I love his voice. I love his laughing, his kind of thing is really nice. Going to the next one, Shangri-La, by Paco I keep throwing this name all over the place. Vassal. So Paco Vassal is a new, how to explain this? It's a new duo group, but taking, pretty much, it reminds me of a spin-off of, what is their names? It's the same people. Oh, capital cities. So one capital city person member has spun off to a different duo and is doing this sound, which is more of a kind of flamenco meets electronic, and it sounds so beautiful. It was literally the highlight of my summer of listening to this song, and I love it. I love the sound, and I am so excited to see what else they're gonna bring. They are very, very, very good, and they have great sound. It's so easy to relax to. It reminds me of being on an island and just sipping some like margaritas or whatever. It's a great feel. Going to the next one is Illusions by Younger featuring his sister Isle Selena. I hope I pronounced that right. Off of his album Memories. This song is also a little moody, and I feel like that's kind of has been my like mood or my feel of this year, so maybe that's why it fits so well. I love the whole sound of it. It has a great little like slow moodiness in the beginning, and then the chorus just like just blows my mind. It's like doo 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 doo, psh, psh, psh. Like it just explodes, and I love Selena. I love her sound. I love her voice. I can't wait for more of her. I'm literally watching her right, like, as we speak, because I love to hear, I want to see more of what she brings, so I have her followed, ready to go, whenever she releases another song. Going to the next song, which is I really, really love, is Switchblade by Nicki, off of her album Moonshine. That'll be kind of fun. This song is really, really great. I love it. I love this weird kind of thing. It sounds weird, but it's but I love that beginning. That beginning, and it goes into this like doo doo doo, and for some reason I can immediately imagine her being outside, very clear skies, and she is, and like, it seems like it's a song meant for like a full moon night, or for some reason. That's just how I see it. And I really love her voice. I fell in love with this album for sure, because she's just iconic. She's very iconic to me, because I just followed her since 88 Rising, and she's amazing. Get into her, she's amazing. Going to the next song called The Power by Duke Dumont featuring Zach Abel. This was off his album Duality. This song is literally on my workout list, is on my dance list, it's on everything. Like it has a great tempo, it has a great it's a constant beat, so you keep on going. It climbs, it builds, it relaxes, it's all of it. It's found so nice. It has a little dark sound to it too, but it's just perfect. Zach does a great job with his vocals. It's really nice. Going to the next one called XS with Rina Sawayama off her album Sawayama. So this album, I had to really pick and choose which one I really wanted to use, and it was rough. It was very rough to choose, because there's Paradising, there was Conde Ason, I can't even, Conde Grasson. It's just, those songs were amazing, but I had to give it to this one because I love the beginning where it's just, it gives you a little string, and then it goes dan 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 dan, and then it goes into the actual like pop sound. I think that's something that you don't really see often. I think that's something you can give this to the full album. There's a lot of stuff that you don't hear often, and I feel like that was one of the pieces that just sold me immediately into that song. Going to the next one called Fever Break by Odette, and featuring Hermitude. So Odette is somebody that I haven't got into officially. I'm still kind of doing my background, like my backwards like listening, so I'm still working on that. But this song took me by surprise. It was one of the songs that I picked for my Friday picks, and I really, really liked it. And I was mostly because of the storytelling. The storytelling is amazing. It's dark. It's scary. It's dark. It's hard hitting. It's pretty much talking about this woman who I feel like is being abused by her ex, but for some reason they have this kind of like connection with each other, or she has one towards him, and so so she always comes back to him knowing that these things are going to happen, that the way that he treats her is going to continue to go on. But she has this kind of like, she goes from to break the fever of being with him kind of thing. And I think it's very intense, but at the same time, the mood and everything in the opening monologue that happens before she starts singing, it's just like, wow, you really set up the mood for this song. It's really great. It's not dancey, it's not anything. It's definitely a mood type of song. Going into the next one, My High featuring Disclosure, or By Disclosure featuring a Mini and Slow Tie. Slow Tie is amazing. A Mini is amazing. I love this song. It's very, very, very high energy. It's intense in that type of way, and the rapping just like it's ongoing. You go from Emily into Slow Tie immediately. Like you just go right into it and just like it's great. Like Slow Tie is only in one verse. Like it's mostly Emily that's taking over the song. But it's definitely, like, they definitely complement each other. The music video is really funny. It's really fun. Like, this song is definitely meant to be danced to. Going to next one, Take Me Away by the Driver Era. Love this song. It has this great little kind of, like, fantasy-ish 80s sound to it. And it's just the way that I like to describe it is, like, the way that they take their time with this song is so great. Like, it has this weird kind of underwater floating sound to it, and you're liking that, and you hear it, and it takes its time with it, and then when he goes, I want you to take me away, it goes kind of sound, and it just goes into that, and it doesn't sound like it's like exploding or anything. It just explodes enough to give you that, and then after the end of that chorus, it goes away into just piano. And you think that's like, okay, this is great. And then it goes right back into, and you're like, whoa. But now it's going into the second verse of that. And the whole song just takes its time, and it's so nice. And I think it's worth it. Going into the next song called Black Privilege by Maisha. This song is intense. Very intense. It's intense, but it's great. It's everything that her album in general, Naringo is pretty much is amazing. It's amazing. It's just everything that you always want. I'll speak for myself. Everything that I always wanted to tell a white person about how it actually feels to be black, how it feels to be like second best to be second class in that kind of direction. She pronounces it so well, and I was just like, I can never just think about that. This is like, I want to just send that song to somebody who's like, there, that's my definition. That's how I feel. It's just so great, and I love her whole album. But this is definitely one that really pulled me in. Going into the next song, Bridged by a Light Wave by Deadmau5, and hopefully I pronounce this right, Kaiza. I know it for sure. Kaiza. This song is also another slow burner. It's slow. You have Kaiza singing with this like kind of airy strings going the whole time, and the beat doesn't even come into play until way later on. And but it's the idea of just enjoying the song for what it is. You are completely rewarded by the end of the song. You're completely rewarded. I prefer to listen to the actual full-on original verse. I know there's a radio edit, but I don't really care for the radio edit. The radio edit just takes away the full-on magic. It takes away everything that the song is building on. Going to the next song, Gucci by Bree Bree Runway featuring Malibu Mitch. Amazing. Bree Runway, amazing. This album, 2000 and Forever, amazing. This song is is in my head constantly so often to the point where I feel like I had a moment where I was like, do I like this song or is it just really, really catchy? It turned out that it's really, really catchy, and I love the song. It's really great. She has a great sound. She has this, like, her rapping and mixing with her singing is really nice. And then you got the husky sound of Malibu comes in with her voice and just butter over bread. It's so nice. Going to the next song, Need Your Love by Tennis off their album Swimmer. It's a really, really nice album. It has this nice little kind of vintage sound to it, and they always have a very good sound to it. And I feel like Need Your Love is another one that has a kind of a switch up to it too. So they have a beginning which goes dun dun dun, and the piano goes dun 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 kind of thing, and it really sounds great. And then the main singer sings the chorus or sings the verse, and it goes into the chorus, and oh my god, it just slows down in a weird way, and the sound is just amazing. I really love the sound. I love their sound. I love I really love the album too. I think it's really nice. Going into the next one, Free Woman by Lady Gaga off her Chromatica album. Do I need to say more? Like, it's amazing. The album's really amazing. I love this song directly, just talking about being free and dancing. The whole album makes you want to feel like you're in a gay club and you're just dancing to songs telling you to be empowered. And I think Lady Gaga is literally the goddess of doing that. Like, she knows how to make you feel good and sing your lesson while you're dancing. You know, she knows how to do that. Going to the next song, it's Love by Cosmo's Midnight featuring Matthew Young. Really, really love it. Yeah, I really love it. I love the sound of the kind of the bass guitar that goes dun 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 dun. I love that. It just carries the whole song. I also love the album Yesteryear, which it came out from. Really, really great song. Also, Matthew Young does a great job kind of having this kind of lazy, kind of just talk, kind of sing thing that kind of adds to the emotion of what he's talking about. I really love it. Next song called Rave de Fête. Oh, I'm not going to pronounce this right. Rave de Fabiola. I love this song. I really love this song. It's by Major Lazer featuring MC Lane, Anita, and Beam. This song came off of their album Music is the Weapon. I really, really love this song. This is one of the many choices that I had from this album. But this song I cannot get out of my head. I listen to it over and over and over again. It has this great kind of Brazilian beat to it. I love that Nita comes in. It's really nice. I love that MC Lane is just killing it with his beginning as he carries the beat throughout the whole thing. And then you have Beam that comes in and brings a little more flavor to it. It just feels like it adds and adds and adds and adds. And I honestly never want it to end. I love the sound. Going to the next song called Life is a Game of Changing by DMAs off their album The Glow. This album, I found it was cute. It was okay. I had to take some songs from it, but this song completely pulled me away. I loved it. I just love the sound of it. I love the idea. I love the swinging strings that go through it. I love it. It also reminds me of I don't know who sang it, but it's called I Promise Myself. It has that kind of a da 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 da, but the end of it kind of switches in a different way. But it reminds me of that enough to where I really, really like it for that reason, and love it for all the reasons pretty much. I love the song completely. Going to the next song, Do It by Chloe and Hailey in their album Ungodly Hour. This song, once again, on my mind all the time. I listen to it a lot, and I really love the sound. I love the hardcore bass. That's hardcore bass on a very, very chill song. I love the sound of that. Going to the next song, One More Chance by Harlow. If you're not into Harlow, get into Harlow. She is literally this, she must have been inspired by Brandy in some way, because she has that type of sound, that smooth sound, but then she also gives you that emotion while she's doing that. And the way that Brandy does it she's the only one that can really do it. But I feel like this person definitely is the closest person that gives you that type of emotion, while smoothness, while giving you good topics. Going to the next one, which is not really a song that was on any type of Billboard or anything, but it means a lot to me, is Treasure Me by Kaylee Blumford. This song actually came from a movie that's part of the Into the Dark that's on Hulu, off of the movie called My Valentine. This song is so addicting. It's very, very catchy, and I just love the whole kind of feel. It reminds me of like songs of today, but the most poppiest direction. Going to the next one, Exile, by Taylor Swift featuring Bon Iver. This song is really, really nice. It comes off of her folklore album. This song is very, very sad and very, very emotional, and it just the back and forth between them is just amazing. The sound is just beautiful. Going to the next one, Mariposa by Peachtree Rascals. So I listened to the EP, but then the EP disappeared. So I don't really know what happened to it, but we still have the single. And I really love this single. It's very relaxing. It's very nice. It reminds me of like chilling at the park on a sunny day, and the way that he's like just looking for this girl and waiting for her to like profess her love to him, and how he's waiting for her too, because he really loves her. And I just love the whole idea of the song. It's very nice, very upbeat too. Twerk and Flirt is the next song by Keke Palmer off of her album Virgo Tendencies Part 1. I'm so getting into Part 2. I'm definitely going to have a video of that. May not be this year, but will go into the first of the year of 2021. But really love the song. It's very flirty. It's very cute. It's completely a twerk and flirt type of direction. And I think that her sound mixed with My Boo as like the interpolating like sound that's going throughout the whole thing is really, really nice. Easily a hit. Dominos is the next song by Northeast Party House off their album Shelf Life. Really love this song. I really, really love the fact that they're leaning into a more electric sound too, and they're doing a really, really good job of keeping their own sound mixed with it. So it's not like, oh, we're ditched to complete what we did before, we're completely going electric now. Like, no, it's a mix between the two, and I really love that. Live by Sasha Sloan off her album Only Child. I really love this song. It's very sad, but it also is just the emotion and everything about it just sounds so nice. I love her voice. I love her desperation in this song too. It makes it just so authentic and so really nice. I love it. Choir by Guy Sebastian, huge fan, love him, off of his Truth album. This song is so uplifting. At the same time, heartbreaking, but at the same time, it's just everything. It's pretty much talking about his friend who used to make music with him, who passed away, and he's like, you're now singing with the choir, kind of thing, pretty much up in heaven. And I love the whole idea of what he's talking about with them. It's a great definition of celebration over funeral kind of thing, and I love that. Finally, you have two more. So the next one is Magic by Kylie Minogue off her disco album. Once again, another album I had to really, really pick and choose which one I wanted to pick, because there were a lot of them. There's a lot of songs off the album, but Magic really got me. It really got me. Like, I love the whole idea. I love because I didn't really like Say Something. I didn't really care for that one because I felt like it was very disorganized, but this one came out next, and I love the sound of it. It's very dancey. The whole thing is great to listen to. It gives me very like in a positive mood immediately, because it's just great. It's so dancey. Finally, final song, definitely not least, definitely from this album, is Anti-Socialites by Keon Palmer and Nico Pop, featuring Yuri Jones. This is off their album, because they made it together. Off their album, it's called Branding, Sweetie. This album, very upbeat, easily summer banger. The whole album has summer bangers, but this song specifically is so great. It's feel good. It has a great little like kind of Nico Pop-ish. Nico Pop has his own like stank of production, and this is exactly what it sounds like. Very upbeat, kind of gamey in a weird way. Like, I love it. And gamey as in like Mario, kind of like do 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 kind of thing. Like, it has that kind of production background, and it sounds so great. It's about staying at home and how convenient that song comes out right before, a couple months before lockdown happened, and it's just like, oh, how convenient, this is perfect. So I listened to that song with ironically and also because I love it. So most of these songs are pretty much songs that I have off albums that I've reviewed. So you want to look at that some more detail, check out inside my list of albums that I uploaded this year. And also let me know below. Tell me what you thought. If you heard any of these songs before, is there a song off of that same album that I picked that you thought was even better? I want to know. I want to know your opinion. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get more of my videos. And I will see you all in the next video.